don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Messi is flagged offside. There's a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Messi. Oh, important interception. No, just not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Serginho does really well to win the ball there. It's played through for him. And that is not getting there. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's put paid to the danger. And that's been won straight back. Rodgers. And that's another good win of the ball. Great vision. Messi. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Big chance! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Mbappe. Robertson promptly onto that, and that is that. It's a good ball out wide. Well, that looks a decent ball. Serginho kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free. Crossed into the box. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. "75 minutes played. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro gets on his bike and on the move. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10
Pedro
será
Porro.
reemplazado por el dorsal 11. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Mbappe. Marquinhos has given away a free kick. Foden. Messi. Messi. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Al Nassr have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Camavinga. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Foden. Decent chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho wins the duel this time. And he's there to get it away.
Habrá 3 minutos de
There will
descuento.
be a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Al Nassr have their third corner. Palmer! Corner number 4 coming up here. Got nowhere to hide after that one. Gerrard is there to clear. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Mbappe, great chance! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Al Nassr suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. Al Nassr really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Peter, it was hard to see any other outcome. Ruthless opponents who were intent
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. So it's down to business here.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
Always onto this. Ronaldo going after that. And it's Pedri. That is good strength. That is lovely. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to play it through. That has been slung wide. Ronaldinho! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's found a way through. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. Pedri. And he can thump it away. And he's been shifted off it. Pedri. Tries one from range. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Stood up well to him there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Tries to pass it through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Al Nassr with the corner, there first. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Yehi, it's a searching pass. And that was nowhere near his best.
Borussia Dortmund really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Chance, surely! And it's in! Ah, it's offside and that'll count for nothing.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Oh, good-looking ball. McAllister. Borussia Dortmund have it back and can go again. And that's going to be a booking. And it's McAllister. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Rodgers. Ambitious ball here. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Pass is just off target. Messi. Spread it left. Ronaldinho. Shot at goal! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Van Dijk. Pedri, and the pass is intercepted. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a shade optimistic. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Played out to the left flank.
Borussia Dortmund couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Rodgers.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Conte. That's a good ball out wide. Looking tight. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Lukaku. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Di Marco. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's a smashing touch to get him away. He is through here. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Ronaldinho just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. And it's Pedri. Oh, nice touch. Rodgers, very much a player of the moment. Oh, he's found support out wide. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Spread to the right. Messi. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. Messi looking to receive it in space. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's through here. And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Looking for the run. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Oh, outsmarting him this time. He's a sharp little ball here. Serginho. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Corner number 4 coming up here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Header comes in! Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's on it, can he get away? That's a decent clearance. That has not gone well. Big chance! Split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Quality ball. Played into space. And that was asking for too much. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, delightful ball. That is good alertness. Over to the right flank. Yamal picks it up out wide. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Mbappe. And it's Son Heung-min! And no mistake. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Al Nassr really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? Messi. Impressive jump. He will be livid with himself. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's clever. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And a chance! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Conte. Messi. McAllister gets across to intercept that. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Searching passes played there.
Well, at least they acknowledged the effort.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Messi with the short one. And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Vibrant and vivacious, there is a genuine appetite for the game here, retaining, as it does this stadium, the spirit of the grand old ground they left behind a mile away. Well, we're on the way.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Giroud, can he get on the end of this? Tries one from range! Off target by a whisker. Just eases him off the ball. Shevchenko. And he's there to get it away. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, that's a key interception.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Hazard not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
It's come to nothing.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably...
Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko! Formidable! Truly formidable! A finish of true class! Barcelona are in front! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that...
He's having a pop! No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted.
Al Nassr really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! And that is well cleared. And he's managed to get free. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Yamal, and he's being shifted off it. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Rijkaard. Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Oh. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He won't be happy with that one. Giroud. Mbappe gets into a good position. Kante does really well there. He is strong. That is good alertness. Beckham. Now it's Diaz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Rodgers. Good running, strong and purposeful. Giroud tries a shot! Well taken goal. Half-time imminent! What a time to score! That was a given, it always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Just one in it now. Getting up there! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Rodgers. Mbappe. Delivery from... Oh, good climb! And another try! And he's stuck it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this...
And that is indeed the final act. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. So there was the first half.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half,
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain
really
from parking
enthralling
outside
45
this
minutes,
stadium.
beautifully poised for the
Thank you very much
45
for
to
your
follow.
cooperation.
The score at half-time, 2-2.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Giroud.
The second
Coming on
half
the
then,
field
just
is
getting going.
Number 9, Kane. Substitutions
Delicate
taking
chip
place.
through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Al Nassr come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Threads one in, and Dijk gets across to intercept that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pass somewhat off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No way through, so back... And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? He tried running through him, but he was not having it. That's a good ball out wide, and that was asking for too much. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a cute ball. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
The attendance for this match
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
62,005.
Great chance! And a neat finish! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Al Nassr have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good spread. Messi, Serginho. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he shoots! And it's Robertson. He slings it in, and he was alert to it. Looking for options for movement. It's a really well-measured ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's worked it through. Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Opts to play it back.
Al Nassr surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Van Basten! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pavlovic goes direct. Robertson has it in a wide position.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
James. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodgers, very much a player of the moment. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Serginho calmly anticipates.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's going for goal! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And he's had it nicked away. And he was quick to react. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Indicated.
And this is Van Basten, and this is Pele. It's Pele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? The message is simple: defend this with your lives. James with the short one. Dani Olmo receives it in a good position here. He's had a shot! And again, he is at his elastic best. And we're done. Al Nassr have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Information provided by the local police.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
I take this every week.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeaten.
Højbjerg! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Messi. Spread to the right. Neymar. Couldn't squeeze it through. That has been slung wide. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a promising position. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Can he get onto this? And he's managed to get free. Oh, great leap! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Serginho. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And Rafinha. Hazard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rafinha. And it's Højbjerg. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Not the most accurate pass. And he's there to get it away. Oh, easy pickings there. It's a really well-measured ball. Serginho. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? Rodgers receives it in a wide position. Rafinha, he's found a way through. Nicely shaped cross. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold looking to play him in. And it's played in. Cleared without hesitation. And smartly reclaimed. That's really nicely shapes to shoot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Looking for options for movement. Rodgers.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Al Nassr with the corner. There first. Messi goes short. And Dijk clears without hesitation. Pass somewhat off target. Deftly away. Al Nassr ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. 15 minutes till half-time. A probing pass. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Zabani gets over and intercepts. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Looking for the run. Now it's Neymar. Hazard. Massa. And the finish! Goal! Inter! And to go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Swung over. Messi is onto it in a flash. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's made its way to him. Played into space. Could move up a gear here. And it's Serginho. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rafinha engages and forces him off the ball. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision. He's found space here. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Neymar applies the finish! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Referee's given a throw.
Two added minutes has been
And
indicated.
here's Yamal. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's Serginho. Serginho's chance, surely! And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, good effort! No, just not quite. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Al Nassr
Just a quick
currently
announcement, it is
behind
now
by
time for our
1-0
special
at
lottery.
the break.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you
Well,
were
obviously
walking through the
things
gate.
are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Rodgers. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Neymar. That's a sharp pass. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Hazard. Højbjerg, very much a player of the moment. Pass is just off target. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodgers. Played out towards the right wing. Højbjerg looks across and plays it in. Another chance from a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. No, he refuses to take the bait. Kane in acres of space out wide. Shot a goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Corner number 3 coming up. A real chance! And again! Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Howson gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said.
Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, can he get onto this? Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Lobbed in behind. Dani Olmo.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neymar. Dani Olmo. He's having a pop! Delicious from Dani Olmo! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Ah, good steal, he just read it. Now it's Hazard. He is through here. Tries to cross. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Howson spots it and intercepts. Rafinha. It's a good run he's making out on the left.
Al Nassr really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Goretzka pinches it off him. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafinha. And he's taking no chances there. And a chance!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Yamal. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Neymar plays it in. And he's cut it out. That is ended up in no man's land. Kane. Oh, good spread. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Van Dijk. And it's Kane! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Kane was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Højbjerg! Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Kane. That could spell trouble. And he shoots! He doesn't look too happy with that. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Yamal. And it's Neymar. Threads one in. Played out wide. In towards the back stick.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all...
Tries a shot!
4 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Alexander-Arnold. 4 extra minutes added on, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Aimed beyond the defence. Kane. That's the keeper's ball. And that's it. Al Nassr were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's not often you see such haphazard defending, Peter, even when you've seemingly identified the areas you're falling short in. How they thought they could get away with that, I just don't know. They should have plugged the gaps. And I think if you listened around the stadium, Peter, the crowd seemed to know more about what they should do than what was going on the pitch.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's away we go then.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Schneider, little pass back. Oh, that takes a shot! They score!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Villa demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Al Nassr finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Chance here to counter. And it's Valverde. Now it's Villa, played back. David Villa! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. Strokes it back. And shifted it to the flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Jorginho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now Albert Ferrer. Jorginho. Cannavaro. Schneider.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde. That's destined for the flank. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. It's a quick ball upfield. Jorginho is the team's great visionary.
Al Nassr really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Messi. And it's Albert Ferrer looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to thread one through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. He's got away. Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Serginho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a throw. And here's Camavinga. Tries a shot! Well taken goal. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alexander-Arnold receives it in a wide position.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Yamal is always looking to play quality balls. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his... And the shot! He's got away with one there. Al Nassr with the corner, there first. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Valverde.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's there to deal with it. And they're back on the ball again. Rafinha. And it's Messi. Yamal wants to run onto this. Schneider. And it's Messi. Played out to the left flank. Lovely, now then. Good take, and is he in? Shapes to shoot! It's there! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Jorginho. Ball's played through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, shoot! Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And yes, it's him again. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Vi ricordiamo, signore e signori, che è possibile acquistare i souvenir nelle apposite aree dello stadio. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 22, Schneider.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Numero 6.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Al Nassr come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Where it came from. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And he's had it nicked away. Robertson. Rogers. Pass somewhat off target. Denilson. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. It's El Shaarawy! Tremendous from El Shaarawy! A finish of true class! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And Rogers! Goal! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Mbappe. Rogers. Pedri. Neymar running with intent. Al Nassr are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the... Chance! And no mistake! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And this is El Shaarawy.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Serginho. Caceres did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Just eases him off the ball. Spread out to the left. Oh, important interception.
Al Nassr really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, nice interception.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked it up out wide. Valverde. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. He's shifting through the gears here. Al Nassr now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Neymar. Diaby. Pedri. Bernardo Silva carries the ball down the right. Now Neymar. Diaby gives it back. This is a promising build-up. It's Albert Ferrer. Now it's Diaby.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Pedri.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
It's Pedri. Valverde. Ah, that's a fine interception. Caught offside that time. Neymar. And it's El Shaarawy. Diaby stood up well to him there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Mbappe. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Kane. Pinches it off him. Can he get it through? Zabani makes the interception. That has been cut short. And it's Cruyff. Well, that has not gone well. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff. Rice. Juve might just make this. Camavinga. Now it's Camavinga. Palmer. Kane. Xavi Alonso. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Rice. That's an imaginative pass. And that could... And Cruyff! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chance, surely! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Ibrahimovic just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Now it's Palmer. He's in plenty of space here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Al Nassr so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Pass somewhat off target. Palmer! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Chance! Ibrahimovic. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Serginho is wide and looking to get onto this. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Camavinga. And they are prompt with their pressing. Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's crossed into the middle. And that should get the job done. Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. Palmer. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van Dijk clears it away. Back on the ball again. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rice. Oh, important interception. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rice. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
Fellow
brings.
attendees, this is a lost
So neither
children's
side yet
announcement.
off the mark.
Please keep
It's
your
not a
eyes
bad
on your
game by any
children
means,
during the
Peter,
match
but
at
it definitely
all
needs
times.
an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 41, Price.
We're on the move again.
Number 11,
Both sides defensively robust
Coming
up
on
to
the
now.
field, Number 3, Çalhanoğlu. Number 18, Dembele.
Al Nassr do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. Al Nassr have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
It's a pretty loose pass. Wriggles his way through. Serginho gets over and intercepts. Edmilson. Alexander-Arnold. That is ended up in no man's land. Quality ball. Çalhanoğlu. Searching pass he's played there. Chance for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Dembele receives it in a good position here. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Opts to play it back.
The attendance
That has
for this
been
match
slung
was
wide.
60,810.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Distributed tidily. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely feet. Palmer. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And the shot's on here. Shot a goal! Now that looks a decent ball. Dembele. Looking to play him in. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's there to retrieve it. And that's cause for mild irritation. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Palmer. Al Nassr perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Serginho is fouled. Threads one in. Now it's Palmer.
Al Nassr really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff, he's having a pop! Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Serginho. Calhanoglu. Edmilson. Tries to play it through. Serginho. And he lines up a cross. That's put paid to the danger. And that has put paid to that. Cruyff. Looking for Calhanoglu. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Al Nassr could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Serginho. It's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 4, Xabi Alonso. Coming on to replace him is number 20.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that has left him in a heap. Mbappe. That's good vision.
Has been indicated.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he can thump it away. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And no, that was never going to make it. That is good alertness. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Tries to play it through, and this is Kante. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's a throw. Zabani kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Conte. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Kamavin tries a shot! It's in! And there is your opener.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The goal scorer after 9 minutes is number
So the game's
27.
first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no joy this time. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. It's played through for him. Totti. Zabani with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Totti. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Totti. Totti! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
South Africa with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And here's Ronaldinho. Now, what about this cross? And a chance! Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Belletti. Over to the right flank. Nice bit of trickery. Messi stood his ground strongly. Back to the keeper it goes. That is good alertness. And the counter is on. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's Cristiano! Off the post! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Camavinga duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Messi. He's had it taken off him. And here's Batistuta. Spread it left. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. Elects to cross. Diving header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice looking ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Approaching the half-hour mark. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of being taken off.
Spread to the right. The less said about that pass, the better. Now, can they get him away? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, such a clever touch. Ronaldinho's delivery.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Oh, good-looking ball. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Camavinga gets on his bike and on the move. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Messi with the short one. And he's being shifted off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Out of play for a throw. Saliba calmly anticipates. Thinks one through. Kane!
2 added minutes have
And
been
he
indicated.
should have made them pay.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Batistuta's cross. That's going to go a long way. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Spread out to the left. That has been cut short. And for the first half, that is that. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I
And
think the
now,
manager has to
please
resist
turn
change
towards the
at
screen
this
for a
stage.
special presentation
Al
featuring
Nassr
our guest
are heading into the
performance
break.
today.
Very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution.
So the action resumes. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries one from range. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. And that is a genuine ground-eat-me-up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, good spread. Threads one in. Shevchenko. Garcia gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's going wide left. He's shifting. He's having a shot! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that is wildly off target.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 9.
South Africa can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Now it's Totti. Looking for a runner. Well, it's ended up in no man's land.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kamavinga. South Africa are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He'll try from distance. Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Al Nassr are having a ball here. Al Nassr perhaps contemplating their next change here. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Referee has just said play on. Aimed beyond the defence. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a searching pass. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. He's on it, can he get away? Great ball, and he's in here! Lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, they've got it again. And it's Messi. Chouameni. Garcia sends that a long way. Totti. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gerrard. He won't be happy with that one. Played out towards the right wing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He has found the way through. Cross Totti!
Substitution for South Africa. Number 21.
It's their second corner of the game.
Gerrard. Coming on to replace him is number 5, McAllister.
Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Garcia getting this one, tries from distance. He's put it wide.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Looking to play him in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. McAllister. It's Ronaldinho. And he has been fouled there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. McAllister. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chouameni. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And
There will be
Messi!
5 minutes added time.
Without the best in the keeper. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And here's Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's had it nicked away. Benatia kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Juke. Great vision. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And time is up. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Camavinga claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's going wide left. Conte. And it's Camavinga. Played out towards the right wing. Now, can they get him away? Delivered in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Messi. Lopez. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Drogba. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Eze. So it is still 0-0. Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. Oh, no joy this time. Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Boys, has another go! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Eze. Fermin. Tries to play it. Mbappe! Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Mbappe, that pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Al Nassr clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries to dink it through. Guardiola. Eder Militao. Oh, he's onto this. Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Al Nassr really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Looking for the run. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Drogba. Vermeer. Knocks it into space. Drogba, and it's Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ivory Coast with the corner, there first. He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And it's Messi.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's beautiful. Messi! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
That has been slung wide. That's a little off target. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And he's intervened well there. And here's Mbappe. Takes a shot. Boy, he struck that clean. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking for options for movement. Messi! This possibly the last play of the half. Messi with the short one. And this is... And the shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Just a quick announcement.
And we are up to the break.
Al Nassr really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Substitution.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Palmer, he's going for goal! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Finds himself up. There's the shot! So, third corner of the game. He's having a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. And it's made its way to it. Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Goes long and straight.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Messi! It's anyone's ball now. And here's Messi. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Conte. Oh, good spread. Palmer. Conte.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Shevchenko. Messi. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No breakthrough, and well into the second period, it is still anyone's game. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That's destined for the flank. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Guardiola. And it's Lopez. Zabani calmly anticipates. He's looking wide. He's a sharp little ball here. It's Drogba! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
It's a threatening ball. Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe, not the most accurate pass. Camavinga. Palmer. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Al Nassr clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Quality ball.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ivory Coast clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's played through for him. Spread it left. This is it then, now or never. Serginho. Knocks it out wide, and that was nowhere near his best. Now this could be a chance. He's got away. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And here's Lopez. A
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Eder Militao. He shifted it to the flank. Now this could be a chance.
2 added minutes
Now
have
there's
been
a...
indicated.
He's had a shot! No, just not quite.
Shevchenko certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Can he latch on to this? That's a decent clearance. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
And a quick announcement today that
What are your
memorabilia
thoughts on
from
today's game then,
match
Tim?
is now
Well,
on
Peter,
sale in the
I suppose
stadium
it's
hall.
something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all
today's
the stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed.
And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Conte. Alexander-Arnold makes a move down the right. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte. It's Son Heung-min! It's anyone's ball now. Conte! And a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Distributed tidily. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gyökeres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice looking ball. And that was asking for too much. Nice interception, well timed. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Son Heung-min. He's had a shot! Alexander-Arnold clears without hesitation. And here's Son Heung-min. Played out to the left flank. Oh, important interception. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Camavinga. Zabarnyi spots it and intercepts. Now it's Saka. It's a pretty loose pass. Conte. Over to the right flank. Can he get it through? Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Out for a throw. Conte. Searching pass he's played there. Messi. Ball in towards the middle. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Al Nassr have their second corner now. Mbappe! Nearly, but not quite.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Son Heung-min. That's where it came from. Great vision. It'll be a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. They've won a corner. Al Nassr have their third corner. Mbappe! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Grimaldo. Oh, Red, nice interception. Knocks it out wide. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that is well cleared. It's a really well-measured ball.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely spread, and he's quick to return it, and that was nowhere near his best. Played out wide. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Alexander-Arnold. That's a sharp pass. Can he get on the end of this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rodri.
Indicated.
Son Heung-min. Great defending, strong and determined. Threads one in. Shot could be... Tries a shot! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that is all they have time for. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Al Nassr go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Remove any cars parked.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So off we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
I'll try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Saka. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears. Decent chance! And he can thump it away. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Diouf actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Xabi Alonso with the short one. Look at the space here. Rodri. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now that's well seen too. And it's Hazard. Grimaldo. Ball chasing the game, trailing by one. Tries to pass it through. Messi finding himself in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camavinga. Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that looks a decent ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Grimaldo. And it's Hazard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Al Nassr really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach. The chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe. That's a throw. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Looking for options for movement. And he's quick to get rid. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gyökeres is onto this. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Shoots! And that was probably asking just too much. It's their second corner of the game. Xabi Alonso goes short. Crosses it in, and that could well leave a mark. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. Rodri, that's an imaginative pass. Son Heung-min, that has been slung wide. Tries to dink it through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a key interception. Jupe on 2 now and looking for 3. And here's Son Heung-min. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Al Nassr get their 4th corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And And they are disappearing out of sight. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, this looks sharp. Gyökeres. Xavi Alonso. He is through here. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Al Nassr really could have done without this. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Oblak must save this. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Time added on, 4 minutes. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it rattles the bar. No, not this time. Back on the ball again. Rodri. Saka. So that's it. It is all over. Al Nassr cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Wow, this truly is impressive. The future Camp Nou, it has been christened. A show of power, prominence, prestige for Barcelona. There's the whistle. Legend, title winner, in some sense a trendsetter. Claude Makélélé was certainly all of those things. In his first season in English football, his team won the league with what was back then a record number of wins, fewest goals conceded, and most clean sheets.
I was just delighted he managed to get the goal he so deserved, Peter, the week after the title was decided. He certainly made the home crowd wait, as it was...
Shapes to shoot! Has another go! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's an imaginative pass. And the shot! And one more try! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Conte, this is promising. Closing in on goal. A lot of space ahead of him. And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi with the short one. Takes a shot! And that's another fine save. So, third corner of the game. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Kante wins the duel this time. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Al Nassr leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Musiala. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. It's a pretty loose pass. Al Nassr very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. And he was quick to react. That has been slung wide. Mbappe. Camavinga. Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That is a great pick-out. Shevchenko! They want to be quick to recover this. Makélélé gathers from the goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Neymar. Not the most accurate pass. He won't be happy with that one. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely spread. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Struck first time! Oh, that was no routine save!
Messi is offering a right smile there. Manchester really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
And it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good run down the right. Oh, it's a great ball here. Makaleli. Now it's Neymar. Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's off target. That has not gone well. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Musiala. Xavi Alonso. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, that's well spotted. Can he spark a counter here?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Musiala.
Oh, really well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. Conte.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Spread out to the left. That's a shade optimistic. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Al Nassr looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Oh, he's been charged for a shot! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he was quick to react. Musiala. Neymar. That is good alertness. Aimed beyond the defence. Great vision. Oh, no joy this time.
Al Nassr really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And this is Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate.
Tries one from range. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.559
Now it's Neymar,
espectadores.
looking for options for movement. Now it's Shevchenko. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
All Black claims comfortably. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Alexander-Arnold. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Conte, spread to the right. And it's Camavinga. Rodgers. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Neymar. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And here's Neymar. Camavinga. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good spread. That's a cute ball. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Guardiola. It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely weighted ball. Conte. Xavi Alonso. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's a really well-measured ball, and he's intervened well there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Shevchenko. Well, that pass isn't the best.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Great ball, and he's in here. Back when it goes. Alonso! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Messi. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, great leap! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Oh, that chance, surely! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Well, they've done the hard part. Now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question. How long is there left, including stoppages?
He is through here. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Hernandez. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Oh, good save. He's read that very well. That's put paid to the danger. And that is as much as we have time for. Al Nassr can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game, but it turned into a typical case of how not to maximise your home advantage. And I think when you look back on it, Peter, the crowd played its part, there's no doubt about that. They got a bit down on their team, you know, early in the game, and it just went downhill from there.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
I think the opposition is going for goal! Oh, it's a thumping hit. And they can counter here. Now it's Greenwood. Camavinga going forward. Played into space. Hernandez tries to clear. Zielinski. And the counter is on. Good ball, good take. Now there's a fine ball. And he's there to belt it away. Out of play for a throw. And it's Zielinski. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a pretty loose pass. Neuer. Musiala. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Camavinga!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Neither side yet able to find the net. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Zielinski. It's going to be another throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. Vinicius Junior. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's come to nothing. Now it's Greenwood. Mbappe. And smartly reclaimed. Kante charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Vinicius Junior. That's going wide left. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodgers. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hernandez. And it's Musiala. And it's Zielinski.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Too much on that, it's gone out. "15 minutes till half-time. Zielinski kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kvaratskhelia. Musiala. Rodgers. And he's decided to go for it. Good strike, quite an alarm. Threads one in. Stood up well to him there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
That's going in strongly.
And he's worked it through to Greenwood. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Well, there's a probing ball, played out towards the right wing, and it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Caught offside that time. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Serginho has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. It's a good ball out wide. Neuer claims comfortably. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Al Nassr come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Al Nassr can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Greenwood is wide and looking to get onto this. Well read, and the danger is averted. Zielinski. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's a good foray he's making. He's gone for goal! And that's off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Al Nassr come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Probing pass. Alexander-Arnold. Over to the right flank. Camavinga. Driving forward. Here's a chance! And he can clear it away. He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Al Nassr with the corner, there first. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to get it clear. Can he get on the end of this? Zabani wins the duel this time. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
And they're quick to get it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Messi. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Zielinski. Al Nassr still have the cards to affect this game. Serginho makes the interception. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. It's Camavinga. And it's Messi. Oh, that's... And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cambio de jugadores.
Corner number 2 then. Gehi gets it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zabani.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's had a shot! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Doku is onto it in a flash.
Al Nassr are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Now it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. And that has left him in a heap. Al Nassr have a free kick. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. Messi having a look. Haaland. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Serginho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Haaland. It's run loose here. That has not gone well. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.